Hello, welcome to our latest interview in our series where we're talking with our principals at Wayside Schools. I couldn't be more excited to introduce you guys today to Principal Hope Astor. She is one of the longest tenured employees at Wayside Schools, and I'm excited to have her today. So Hope, thank you for joining me.
Thank you, Mr. Abbott. It's great to see you today.
So Hope, not very many people may be familiar that are watching this video with your campus. Can you tell us just a little bit more about Wayside Eden Park and tell us a little bit more about your school and your role?
Okay, so Eden Park Academy. We were founded in 1998. We are a second generation charter school, which means we were the second, it was the second year that they started creating charters. So we've been around for over 20 years. We have been at this location for about 10 years. I like to think of us as the flagship school for Wayside Schools because we're the OG, we're the original first school at Wayside. We are located in South Austin. We are located on beautiful 5 acres of tree-lined, grassy areas and in a little neighborhood, and we have neighbors that have chickens and peacocks and goats, and we're about 15 minutes from downtown. So we are in a prime location on a beautiful campus. What else can I tell you? Oh, demographically, we mirror South Austin. So we have about the same demographic makeup. We're about 45% Hispanic, and then about 50% or 40 to 5% white, and then a mix of other ethnicities to make it, which mirrors this area.
So Hope, why don't you tell me a little bit about your career path and how you got to where you got? I mean, you started off early on as a teacher, and then you kind of worked your way up. Share me your story. Okay,
so let's see. Next year begins my 3rd year as a principal here at Wayside at Eden Park. And I started here over 20 years ago as a teacher. And I taught middle school for, I guess, about 10 years. And then I taught 1st grade and 2nd grade. And I even did PE for a while. So I taught for quite a while. Then I went and worked with Wayside Network, as you know, and I worked in the curriculum department. And then I was blessed and lucky to land back at my school, my original campus, 3 years ago. So that's a little bit about how I got here.
Well, that's great. And, one of the things we hear all the time at Wayside and at Eden Park Academy is just the really close, family feel that you guys have there. Can you just tell me just a little bit about like why you think that is? And and just share a little more about that?
Sure. Well, we've always said that we were a family at Eden Park from way back when. And I think a lot of that comes from having a united purpose, a united mission. Our mission is all means all. And we embody that pretty purposefully at Eden Park Academy. And all means that regardless of your ability, regardless of your race, regardless of your socioeconomic status, regardless of your gender, you will have a high quality, wonderful education at a Wayside school. So we are very united in that purpose, and we're very driven by that purpose. So everything we do, all of our staff meetings, all of our student-centered planning is purposeful around all means all.
So Hope, one of the things that helps so much is just the deepest sense of care that helps to create that family atmosphere. Can you just give me an example of, some of the relentless care that your teachers or yourself have shown for families, especially now during COVID?
Yeah, it's been a pretty crazy year. We practice care. Whether it's providing resources, food, water during an ice storm, or whether we have a kindness crew on our campus, which is a group of students. It's a club that they join, and they do all kinds of wonderful projects, whether it's coat drives or the 9/11 memorial that the firefighters do. We provide water, and the kids go out and support the firefighters. We let's see, a really good example of relentless care. I mean, it's in everything we do every day. So I can think of an example in pre-K just a couple days ago. I was watching a scholar who just came to us about, I guess he came to us maybe almost 2 weeks ago. So it's really late in the year. He's a little guy and he's just not having it. Doesn't want to be here. He's not moving once he gets in the door. He's digging in his feet and he's, angry and he's crying and he's having a really hard time. And so, I went over and I said, to the teachers, I said, maybe this isn't the right time for him, or maybe, should we call the parents and say, maybe try next year? So they said, no, he can do it. We're gonna, this is normal for a child when they first show up. So, they loved on him. They made him part of the community in the classroom. I saw him 2 days ago marching down the hallways with his pre-K class, wearing his doctor outfit and walking with pride. And, they had earned their character dress up day together as a class, as a team. And it's just everything that we do here, I think, is really just as a team. We are a team at Eden Park Academy. So, and we are relentless in the care of all of our families, whether it's a kiddo having a hard time or a kiddo who's excelling and going above and beyond, and how can we challenge that child? So it's relentless all the way around and caring all the way around.
So, Hope, one of the things you were just sharing was just around some of the joyous occasions. And I know that I love seeing it when I'm on campus, the different things that you guys are doing, because we think that learning should be fun too. I'm a dad of two little kids, and nothing warms my heart more than seeing some of the great things you guys are doing. So, especially now, like, how are you guys bringing joy back to the classroom?
That's a good question. It's been challenging because teachers are having to teach hybrid, and they're teaching online and in person and at the same time. And how do you bring joy during this time? Well, they're still dissecting owl pellets in 5th grade. I'll tell you that right now. And they are super excited and joyful in that endeavor. So, taking care of the teachers, making sure that they have what they need so that they can, make those lessons engaging, anything interactive. They've got some great interactive lessons that they are always looking to engage the online and in-person kiddos.
Mhm.
So, I think that if we take good care of our teachers and we take good care of our kids and make the lessons engaging, there's joy in every classroom.
Well, it shows. And dissecting an owl pellet is just about one of the coolest things that I think anyone could possibly do in 5th grade. So I'm jealous. It's been so long since I've had a chance to do anything that cool.
And the owl pellets are locally sourced.
There you go. That's so Austin, so South Austin, right?
It is totally.
Yeah. So
We
one of the
even have
other
a bee farm in the back that we're going to do. One of our neighbors has a bee farm right behind the school, and we're going to do a field trip to their bee farm.
That's awesome. But it's not all just fun, right? Like we are deeply committed to rigor, because every single one of our scholars, when they step on campus, starting in preschool, we're preparing them for college, we're preparing them for achievement. Talk a little bit more about rigor and what all you've got going at EPA that you're most proud about.
Well, first of all, I'm super proud of the teachers just rising to the occasion this year with the challenges. We've gotten some great feedback from families telling us that our lessons have been above and beyond what they could have ever imagined. And so, so I'm pretty proud of the teachers and that work. We're really looking forward to being all in person next year, that being said. So, but in terms of rigor, there still is a reading workshop model going on in the classroom where teachers do a short mini lesson, and then they release the children to work, and then they give feedback to the students. We have, we have, I think some of the things that we enjoy the most is when to combine joy and rigor. We have a wonderful music program. Our music teacher, her goal for all students at Eden Park Academy is to have them musically literate by the time they're in 5th grade. So the students are very, very challenged by having to earn these music belts that they go for on their recorders. It's a very rigorous music program, and we have a wonderful PE teacher who has been with us for over 15 years. And we have an awesome art program as well. So I think the specials at our campus are pretty exciting. And of course, our math and reading are top notch as well, like great rigor and good resources, and kids are doing well. One thing I do want to say is about rigor. I had a call yesterday morning from a parent who had, some questions and concerns. And one of the things we do at Eden Park, and we do it at Wayside, is we have a rigorous data tracking system. So all of our kids, we know where they are academically. So the minute that parent calls, I can open up my computer and I can see exactly where their child is and whether she's on track, not on track, above grade level, where in many different areas. So we could have a very complete conversation about what her child's needs really were in the classroom and what her goals were for her child. And so that way we could have that, that communication that she is her child's first teacher, and we're here to partner with you. So that was really something that I think really helps with our rigor and our communication with parents and partnership with parents.
Well, you all's commitment to making sure all of our kids have a really rich experience, as well as are ready for their journey and on the current to college, is just really impressive. And I just wanted to say thank you so much for sharing all this with us today, Principal Astor. It's just been wonderful talking with you. And is there anything that you'd like to ask of the people that are watching this video that have maybe not learned, this is maybe their first time learning about Wayside Schools and Eden Park Academy?
Sure. Well, I would love for y'all to reach out to us, give us a call, call the front office, and you'll speak to Miss E, who is our front office receptionist and is wonderful greeter, and she'll be happy to speak with you. And so if you want to hear more about what Eden Park Academy, just give her a call, or you'll speak to Miss Madison at the front as well. Or you can go to our website at edenparkacademy.com and check us out.
Yeah, and you could get more information also at waysideschools.org/enroll. And we look forward to seeing and hearing from you all, and hopefully seeing you on campus soon. And so thank you so much for joining us today, and have a great day.
Thank you.